Hey, how's everybody doing? I wanted to do a video before I get into my house. I just did my final, so I feel pretty good about getting a good grade on my final because I felt very well prepared. But I wanted to speak on something. I've been pushing out a lot of different posts. I've been speaking on a lot of different things based on things I've been seeing, things that I've just been sitting here, thinking and pondering on, trying to develop strategies that will work best for Black women. And hey, how you doing, Daniela? And I'm just, right now, y'all, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm about to break down, and I'm trying not to. That's why I had to delete the other video and start over, because I wanted to write down what I said, because I didn't want my emotions to take over the message that I want to relay. But this video I titled Desensitization to Black Women's Pain. Okay, I wanted to talk about how I feel like, hey, how you doing, Shantae? I wanted to talk about how I feel like, I don't know what has happened, and there's probably a number of factors that can play into this, but I feel like I feel like people don't even see Black women. Like, they don't even feel us sometimes. Like, they feel our essence. They feel our magic. They love us when we are showing our strength. I'm sorry, because, they love strong Black women because they love what strong Black women do for other people. But not necessarily, they don't really love strong Black women because they love her. They admire her for her strength, for herself. Like, they don't admire her for what she can do for herself. They only look at us on what we can do for others. And I've been realizing that, what brought me to this was the video I had posted yesterday. There was one guy that came on the video. Normally when men come on my video, I try not to even read their comments, because a lot of dudes are so self-centered. They come on the video to talk about yo shit. Even if you are screaming out in pain, crying out in pain, if you are just like angry because of your violation, they don't feel or hear or see nothing. And I've noticed that. And I even see that with other Black women. A Black woman can literally be brutalized. And it's almost like people don't even feel sorry for her. Like, there's no empathy. And if anything, some of them act like they pretty much felt like she deserved it. Like, they want to see Black women in pain. Let's talk about it a little bit. Okay, desensitization. I wrote a definition down here. I said diminished emotional responsiveness to a negative, aversive, or positive stimulus after repeated exposure to it. What I feel like is a lot of people have become so used to seeing Black women in struggle of some sort, or being raped or murdered or brutalized. I think it's come to the point that we almost feel like it's fucking normal for Black women. You know what I'm saying? I almost feel like we think it's normal for Black women to suffer some sort of abuse or something like that, and we always feel like, oh well, or I hear people say, well, Black women are strong, she'll just pull through it, girl, she'll be alright. But when you see other people, other demographics of women sharing their abuse stories, I mean, the amount of empathy and the amount of support that you see on those posts. Hey, how you doing, Michelle? Amount of empathy and the amount of support that I see on posts for non-Black women when they are brutalized, it is pure hurt. Like, you can tell in the responses, like, they feel their fucking pain. Now, if I go onto any average video where I see some Black woman, even if she's being swung on, beaten in the street, especially if it's happening with a Black man, you will hear people literally try to justify why she deserved to get abused. Now, I know that other races of women will say it's the same thing with them, because for some women it is justified, especially depending on what country they live in and whatever systematic policies they have in place. However, what I will say is, with Black women, even here in America, is like, I wrote an example here. The Black woman who was lynched, it ended up being a fake video, but the Black woman who was shown on the video to be lynched, and I spoke on it a few weeks ago, and I said, hey y'all, can y'all try to take this video down, because this shit is traumatizing. Don't nobody want to see a woman being lynched up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the circumstance. At that time I didn't know the circumstances. I swear nobody was responding like that. There was people responding, but there weren't people who were really trying to act on it. What they wanted to do was try to find justifications for why they won't give a fuck about it. And I swear that pissed me the fuck off. It's almost like y'all want to see, it's like people want to see black women suffer. It's like people want to see black women in fucking pain. And then when she is, because like they will literally see and witness videos and videos after videos after videos of just aggressive attacks going against black women. And it's almost like, oh, well, you know, she in the hood. Oh, well, you know, she look like she the type. And it's like, really? Y'all don't hear us and y'all don't feel us. And then when we get mad and we get angry and we start wrecking shit, and when we start acting back out against this violence, this aggressive fucking hatred and violence that's going against black women, black men be trying to act, black men and women, especially the ones who are deeply like pro-black male, they will literally just like, it hurt. Like I said, I'm really trying to stop from breaking down. It hurts. Let me tell you something. When my sister was murdered, I remember initially when everybody found out, her close friends and such, they were like extremely distraught. People, well, not even her close friends, but people in the neighborhood, in the community, they really try to act like they empathize. The moment that they found out that the man who shot my sister, because the streets know before the cops do, right? The moment that they found out that man shot my sister, and I put it out there, you know, I put it out there on Facebook. I said, this is the man's name. I put the man's profile up there. I remember talking to some people because I had went to his page and I deleted all of my mutuals, because I kind of feel like this. I don't give a fuck who you claim to be to my sister. A lot of these people I didn't really know. I said, I don't care who you claim to be with my sister, but if you're still friends with that motherfucking killer, you have no loyalty to me, my family, my sister. I don't, you know, and I just deleted a lot of people. So a lot of people came back and was like, why did you delete me on Facebook? I said, because you're friends with my sister's killer, after I've already said that he is indeed the man that killed my fucking sister. And and a lot of people even confirmed it. A lot of the same people even confirmed it to me that he was the man that did it. And then next thing I know, it's like, oh my God, but you know, go way back, and he got sons, and I'm sitting here looking like, why the fuck should I give a damn about that shit? Like, that man killed my sister. I don't give a fuck. He shot my sister in front of his own damn children. You know what I'm saying? But you wanna try to justify what he did because he has sons, and you try to use that as an excuse to give empathy to a man. And a lot of those people that were doing all that rah-rah on Facebook doing my sister didn't donate to her funeral. Some the close ones did, and the ones that I know that's there for my sister know that I know y'all rock with us. But it lets me know how the black community has their head so far up they motherfucking asses when it comes to the reality of what's going on in our communities, especially what's going on to black women, and the terror and this aggressive fucking hatred. As much as I am a fighter and I am fire, there'll just be some days where I'm just too motherfucking tired to deal with this shit. There'll be some days where I will cuss a dude out and I will let them know and I will stand up for myself, and then I have to retreat back and collect myself, and then I have to come to the reality that if somebody was to kill my ass, and let it be a black male especially, wouldn't nobody give a fuck. Just like a lot of people don't give a fuck about all of these young girls going missing. And even when I had pushed it out, some of the comments that I had gotten in responses from people, like the collective people, is almost like, oh well, we don't really know what's going on. Like, even if it's right there in your fucking face. Like I said, that video that I did yesterday, there was one guy that came on here, mind you, this guy, the video I did yesterday was talking about how people were degrading and disrespecting and trashing other black women. So I was speaking from anger because that shit upsets me, because we literally torture black women on a daily fucking basis with these ridiculous ass expectations and standards, and y'all trying to wear us down because y'all feel sorry. Either you're a black man who feels sorry for yourself and want to project that shit onto black